Hi, this is Alec Kerr, the film and theater critic for the Conway Daily Sun, and I just got back from a dress rehearsal of Advice to the Players' production of Henry V, which opens Thursday, March 12th at the Interlakes High School Community Auditorium in Meredith, New Hampshire at 7 p.m., with additional performances Friday the 13th at 7 p.m. and special student senior performances at 11 a.m. On the 12th and 10 a.m. on the 13th, as well as additional performances at the Salyards Center for the Arts in Conway, New Hampshire on Saturday, March 14th at 7 p.m. and a Sunday matinee, March 15th at 1 p.m. I talked to the director, Caroline Nesbitt, about why she thinks Shakespeare has managed to remain relevant after all these years, and we will cut to that clip now. Why do you think Shakespeare remains so relevant?
Oh, it's that big old word universality. Mm-hmm. You know, he's talking about human beings. Yeah. And it really doesn't matter what the era is. We haven't changed. We still worry about the same things. We still struggle with the same ethics. We still haven't solved any of these issues. We haven't solved, you know, why we should live rather than take our lives. We haven't solved the ethics of going to war or what happens to the common man who does go to war. Yeah. We haven't solved the love problems. These are still things that we struggle with. And the thing about Shakespeare's heightened language is that he gives us a very rich language of emotion that regular English actually now doesn't have as much. We've become such a more visual kind of a population. Right. And yet Shakespeare gives us these huge words that describe huge passions, huge emotions, huge issues. And these, I think, language is still so visceral, is so anchored in who we are and what makes us human. Is this language, is communication, that it still has a very emotional impact on people who are listening to it. Even if they don't get every single word, the clarity of the emotion comes through in all of its largeness, which I think is one of the reasons that it keeps going.
Well now, she kind of said everything I needed to say now, didn't she? But I'm sure I can think of something else to say. The show had some really great costumes. I was really kind of impressed with those, and I thought the score for the show was pretty interesting and dynamic. But really, what really kind of grabbed my attention was the fight choreography. And instead of just trying to describe it, I have another clip, and we will cut to that now. Not too shabby, eh? Pretty good, huh? Makes you want to watch more, huh? Yeah. So as you can see, the fight choreography is pretty dynamic and pretty well done. And you got to see some of the costumes there and hear a little bit of the music. So it's a nice little clip. The acting, as I said, this was a rehearsal, so it wasn't quite in complete formation yet, so I can't be too nitpicky about it. The cast includes people as young as 13 up to adult. And they're pretty good. Some of the younger people in the cast don't quite have the gravitas to pull off the Shakespearean dialogue, but, and this is a big but, kudos for them just for getting out there and doing it, because they do get it all out there. They do get the dialogue out and have it flow properly, and I wouldn't have been able to do it at their age. Hell, I wouldn't even be able to do it now. So, seriously, kudos for you for getting out there and doing it, and you're only going to get better the more you do it. The lead, though, Mark Willett as Henry V, is pretty fantastic. He really carries the show. Some of those bigger, more those bigger speeches where he has to rally his troops into war. He delivers them with great bravado, and he really just holds the whole show together. And he makes the show worth seeing alone. But in addition to everything else, I mean, everything in this show, even in rehearsal states, is really pretty top-notch. And if you get the chance, I really think you should head over to Meredith, or if you're in the Conway area, and check it out. If not, well, at the very least, you got to see a fight clip, right? Huh? Good? Yeah? So, anyway, this is Alec, and keep watching.